So I thought I would do a layout share video so I could get these layouts in their albums. And so I have a process video for all of these on my channel, so make sure that you go and check them out. If you have more questions, some of them are my Scrap-a-Sketch layouts, my creative scrapbook kit layouts that I do, my Scrap Lift Crafternoon layouts, Iron Crafter, Mix It Up Monday. So make sure that you check out the video so you can find out all the information about the layout. Some of these, it's been a while since I did them, so I'm not, if I remember if it's a Iron Crafter or Mix It Up Monday or something like that, I'll say it, but please make sure you check out the video if you need further information on it. Or as always, just feel free to comment below and ask. So this one was an Iron Crafter challenge, and it was to use frames. And so I love that I got all of these frames on a layout, because I'm not sure that I would have ever thought to use this many frames, and I actually like how it turned out. And it's just a Thanksgiving picture selfie of my husband and I. It's nothing fancy. You probably don't even know that you could tell that it was Thanksgiving, except for the fact that I knew it was. But so I love having all these frames, and then I like this Grateful for You, and then Eat Pie. And then it gave me a chance to use up some of these fall leaves that I have that are like little picks. So this is really cute. And then I love the pie background paper. So I like that layout. That turned out really cute. Okay, and then this one, I think this was a 30 days of sketches or a Scrap-a-Sketch. See, I probably shouldn't guess because I don't know, and I don't want to give credit to somewhere and take credit from someone. So again, just look at the videos. But I really like this layout. I put this stencil here. I put some texture paste through it, and then I inked it. So it adds some texture to the layout. This is the Mintay Mamarazzi collection, which is so cute. It has all of these camera ephemera with it, some camera paper. This is like some negatives. So that turned out really cute. But I just love the texture that I added to the background. Gives it a little something. This one was a fun pocket page, and I love doing pocket pages to get a bunch of photos in without having to do a million layouts. And so this is my husband and I, we went hiking in Sedona, and so just some pictures of us doing that. This came from 31 Days of Cut Files, and I don't remember which week, if it was Janet or MK's cut file, but I liked putting that on a pocket page. And these always take a little bit more time because it's like doing 9 different layouts. Oh, this is a previous one that I shared. So I had done this side, I just hadn't done the other side. And it's the same hike, and we saw all these deer. And so this is just a good example of I wouldn't want to scrapbook 5 or 6 pictures of deer, but I love that it's still in the album because we saw the deer when we were hiking, and so I got to put that in there with the pocket page. And then this is the Mintay Woodlands collection, which is where the deer and stuff comes from. But I had already showed this side on my channel. This was the new side, but still I love it. And I will glue like this side to the other side so that it creates one single insert into the pocket so they're not sliding around. And then since this was bigger than one of the pockets, I cut it, and so it separated it. And then this is actually on the outside of the pocket page. So I like how that turned out. Here's another fun one. This one was also of the 31 Days of Cut Files because of this cut file here. It says, hike more, worry less. And this is when my husband and I were in the Dominican Republic, and we were going on this hike to this beautiful waterfall. And so we stopped and got a picture here. And I don't remember what collection this is, but I like I have some stencil here. This is, this is a Scrap-A-Sketch stencil, so this might be a Scrap-A-Sketch sketch, but this is definitely the stencil there. I really like that. And then having these vellum floral pieces here make that a pretty layout. Okay, and then here's this one. And I can tell you that I don't know if I like this one, guys. I mean, I like it, but I don't know if I like it with this picture. It's, I don't know. I can't decide. I don't know if it's the colors that I used. Maybe I need to put some florals on it because of this. But this was a cut file from the 31 Days of Cut Files, and I used it as a stencil. And I like the layout. I don't know if I like it with with this photo. But a lot of stencil work here. These are some Scrap-A-Sketch stencils that I have. This is some 49 and Market rub-ons. And like I said, this is one of the cut files that I used as a stencil, and I love the cut file. And I love the layout. Maybe it just needs a little bit more color because of the flowers that are in this like wreath that we're sitting in front of. I'm not sure, but I don't hate it, so it wasn't like I wouldn't keep it in the scrapbook, but you never know. I might put some little flowers on here. I'll keep you updated on that one. And then this one is fun. This one, I cut little hexagons and then I stitched them into a tree kind of to create like a quilt pattern. And I really like how it turned out. I did a lot of stencil work back here. This is, I don't remember what paper this is. Does it say? I don't. Oh, you know what? This is a Blue Fern Studios paper. And it's such a beautiful collection, but sometimes when the backgrounds are so busy, it can be a little overwhelming for me to think about what to do with it. And so I did this stencil in the back just to kind of blot out the busy background to put my even busier Christmas tree on. And then this was, I got this die cut and this little charm that was hooked to it for a Christmas swap that I participated in over on Ginger's Corner. And this is one of my swap partners sent me this little die cut, which I just loved. And so I thought it looked perfect on my tree. And then I had these presents here. It's just my husband and me and my father-in-law at Christmas time in front of the tree. So I really like how that turned out. And I popped the tree up on foam. But this was definitely a labor of love with the stitching each of the hexagons and then putting them together. I like it though. It's always fun when an idea comes to fruition and you like it. You know, I always hate when I have an idea and then I do it and I'm like, oh, well, that didn't turn out so great. So then here's another one. I think this one was a scrap lift or a sketch. But I like how this turned out. It's so cute that I like that the most of the layout was kind of up in this corner. And then this is poolside. And so I used this blue stripy paper and then I used these waves that I had and stenciled them in and then did some stencil work here. And I think it turned out really cute. Plus, these are really bright colors. And I love when I use bright colors because it's not something that I normally do. And I need to do more of, but I just love it. This is my niece and she's wearing my hat and sunglasses by the pool and she's way too adorable for her own good. She gets away with so much because that face right there is so cute. But I love how this turned out. It came out really cute. Okay, and then this one I did for a Scrap-A-Sketch, I think, and this is like a quarantine. This is a Zoom photo of us on Zoom, and I had all these like quarantine things, and actually this is that's what this is. This is this computer and iPhone and stuff. This was a 31 Days of Cut Files, and so I think that with the computer it was just perfect to do this picture of me on a work meeting. So I like how that turned out. And then I had all these like science-y type stickers. So that turned out really cute. And then this one was another one of the 31 days of cut files, this adults only here. And I thought it worked perfectly because this is us on the cruise, my husband and I, and then this is the comedian, and we went to the late night show where there's no kids allowed, and so that's why I was like, oh, the adults only works good. And this was the comedian, and he was hilarious. And this is stencil, Scrap-A-Sketch stencil here. So, and then, you know, I still have to get to the journaling, but I like how that turned out. That came out cute. This one, I really like. I really enjoy this one. This one was a scrap lift, and I think that it went this way on the scrap lift. And I took apart one of the flags, and I did this because in the scrap lift, she had this in hers. And I just love how it came out with the flag. This is a picture of the Statue of Liberty in the 9/11 museum. And it's got all of the, I don't ever remember what to call them, like the memorial bits and bobs, or like the flags and the patches and all the things that were collected that were left, and they put them on the Statue of Liberty. And it's really just a very somber and overwhelming thing being in this museum, which I talk about in the video as well. And then this is the little blurb about it that's down at the bottom. So yeah, I really like how this turned out. I think that this came out really great. And I wanted to, you know, I took a lot of photos of things, and I'll probably do some pocket pages, but I really liked this one, and I liked having this close up and then doing the littler photo as well, just so you can get the gravity of all the things that are in there, and you can see them mixed among this Statue of Liberty. So, and then this is just, I really enjoyed this. This is another photo of my husband and I on the cruise. This is one of the first formal night when we were on there. I just love it. It has we're on our balcony and the ocean behind us, and an open sea. And I really like this collection, and it has a bunch of these like little ships here. And so I thought it'd be fun to put that on some of the cruise photos. Obviously this is not a cruise ship, but I think it looks cute with this. And then I just love, this is the Ocean Deep collection from Craft O'Clock, and I just love it. So I am this vacation mode on, and I got to use up some of these sayings here. So this turned out really cute. I like that. This might have been a scrap lift. This is one of my favorites. I had this 49 and Market Spice collection and hadn't used it. I don't know that I even really got into it, and I don't know why I didn't, because I love these colors. And then this is for Central Park. This is a double page. It was a scrap lift that we did, and I think this just turned out really great with the Central Park photos. And so I was a little concerned that it would take away from the greenery in Central Park, but I think it adds to it. And so I think that it turned out really good, and it was a scrap lift. So make sure you check out the video, because I really enjoyed doing that scrap lift, and it's a 2-pager. So that's always fun. I don't do many of those. Then this is another photos of us in New York, and this was fun. This was also a scrap lift, and this is very bright for me, and I actually really enjoy it. And I had these, I think these are Chamel like buildings here, and this Sparkle City, because I think that's what the collection is called from Chamel, and I never thought I would use those, but they are perfect for this picture of Times Square. And this is just showing that it was really foggy that day that we were there, so you couldn't even see the tops of the buildings, and we were freezing. And but I really like how this turned out. It's a good color palette for the New York City photos. And again, not one that I would gravitate to, but I wanted to use these buildings that I had. So I really like that. Plus it was a scrap lift, and so such good inspiration from that. And then this is a picture of my cat who just sleeps in the weirdest positions. And again, I like the color scheme. Like I said, I've been trying to venture out and do all these brighter colors, and I'm really liking it. And so this was a fun, I think this was also a scrap lift crafternoon. That cat is ridiculous, you guys. Oh. And then here's Yoda just living his best life on his little bed outside, sunbathing. And I like this Be the Sunshine, and this just cracks me up because he's just relaxing, you know, living the dream there. And I like having the different pattern papers, all the different patterns kind of matched together, and of course the floral, because I like to add my florals. This one was fun. This was a picture of my husband and I at a University of Arizona football game, and this is their logo. And so I cut that out with the Cricut, and then I also cut little wildcat paws and stenciled those on here. And I used the white distress ink, I can't think of the name of it, Picket Fence. And I barely ever use that because it's white, and so, but it shows up so perfectly on these darker colors back here. And then this is the football paper that I've had forever. So that was fun to get some of this stuff used up. This was something I had in my stash for a long time. So I like how that turned out. Okay, and then this one, my goodness, I have a lot of bright ones in here. This makes me happy. So this one I use a lot of different patterns here. This was also a scrap lift. And this is the pictures in Cabo. They had these really pretty statues. I mean, they do such amazing artwork in Mexico. And so I just loved these. And these guys were up on the shelf and had the little Day of the Dead dogs here. But she was sitting down on the shelf, and on this chair, and she's just so fancy there. And so I had to take a selfie with her. And it was just a fun little layout, and I had to be bright and colorful to match these guys here. Okay, and then this one was trying to use up some of my snow paper, and I think this I got in the Creative scrapbook kit. And this here, this is so much fun, and it's just funny to use these things because this is we were in what we call Winter Haven, so it's a neighborhood here at Christmas. They decorate like crazy, and they have this snow machine. So it's funny because the only way I can scrapbook snow is if it's a fake snow. And so I used some of my Nuvo drops here. I did it on this snowflake, and then I did like dots around it. But that's a cute layout, and I like, and this might have been a Scrap-A-Sketch or a scrap lift to get these smaller photos here. I like how that turned out. Okay, and then this one, we were on Santa Monica Pier, and this, I love this collection, and getting to use one of these Volkswagen buses is perfect. And I just love it here for the Santa Monica Pier photos. And this was a sketch or a scrap lift as well with the 4 photos. And I fussy cut this out and put it on the side. So that turned out really good. And then I had to put the picture of the bird that we were on the pier sitting, and he was just sitting there staring at us, like waiting for us to drop some food or something. But again, just some simple photos. And then this one's fun. This is a picture of my best friend's daughter, and she graduated high school, and she's the first of my best friend's kids. So she's like my first little niecey poo. And so this is her, what are those called? Invitation announcements. And then this is a picture of her and her mom. And I had a tough time with this one because I like this one a lot. I like this layout. and it was a scrap lift, and I really like it, but I wonder if I should have put some more red in the layout. And I had this collection here that was a Recollections graduation collection, so it has like the 2023, and so I wanted to use that collection, and it was this gold and black, and I got it all tied in together really well, but I think I should have put a little bit of red, like maybe red stars or something, to tie in the red that's in the pictures in the announcement. But I still really like it. It's very cute. She's beautiful. I just love it. This one was a 31 Days of Cup Files. And so I thought this was a cute way this is us in, I think this is in Mazatlan. And we were on our cruise ship. You can see the cruise ship here. And so it was docked, and then this is a picture of us, a selfie, and you can see it in the background. And so it was a nice way to get the 3 photos here of just seeing the town, and then the cruise ship, and then a picture of my husband and I. And I love that I stuck it in the envelope. I think that turned out really cute. And then these are Scrap-A-Sketch stencils. This might actually be a Scrap-A-Sketch sketch because of all the stencils, one of my creative team layouts, but along with the cup file. But yeah, it turned out really cute. I like that. And this one I just did for Scraplift Crafternoon, and a picture of Miss Milo here in all her regalness. And I really like how this one turned out. I used up some of my fall collection here, and I liked doing the ripped bits to put some more pattern paper underneath. And I like how it ties into her photo mat here. And I got some washi used up. But yeah, that one turned out really cute. And that's just the new one I just did. And then I think these ones are all of the ones that I did with my Through the Seasons kit for spring. And so this is my best friend's son, and he's adorable. And I'm not sure if I've shared these before, but he's adorable. This is during COVID for his 4th birthday. And so it was a drive-by, and we just drove by and dropped off presents, and he was dressed as a little conductor because it was for Thomas the train. And I love that this paper right here, I never thought I would use it, has this railroad crossing. But here I am using it, and I used the Cricut to cut out a 4 out of the train tracks. And so that turned out really cute, and I used up some stash for that. This one, I really like. This one I think is a scrap lift, and I used a stencil and put some Nuvo drops through the stencil for the background because I wanted there to be kind of fireworks, but not like stand out a lot. And the light catches it, and so I think that turned out really good, and it's a texture. And it's just a picture of my mom and I on her birthday. It's just a selfie. You barely can see the banner in the back, but I just loved it. So I wanted to scrapbook that and have all these squares here. Yeah, this has to be like a scrap lift or a sketch, but I really like how that turned out. Oh. And then this one was fun. This is one of the papers. Like, I really love the paper, and it had flowers in the corners, but it's always it's like hard because you don't want to cover it up. So I like how this turned out, and I just added florals kind of around it just to kind of connect the corners, but yet still have those show and have some dimension so that it's not just flat flowers on the page. And then I had all these gold embellishments to use, and so I really like how that turned out. It's just Miss Ray kitten here and me. She's giving me kitty kisses. So cute. And then I had these little bees I cut out and just popped them up on foam. So that's a fun little layout. And then, oops, I'm sorry, these are all upside down. Here, the last 2 here. This one cracks me up. This is Yoda, and these are his shoes, because if the ground is way too hot to walk the dogs in the summer, and so we put shoes on them, but I don't know, his like feet are wide, but his ankles are really tiny. And so like he just like kicks off the shoes, and so I bought this ridiculous harness because he can't kick off his shoes, and he looks utterly ridiculous, but then I can walk him in the summer and he doesn't get his little paws burnt. but he's not a complete fan of that, as you can see here. And so this Joy Lives Here was just a funny title to put with that face. And I like how this turned out with all the little tags and stuff. This came out really cute. And then this is the last layout. This was our Father's Day breakfast. This is my father-in-law, my husband, and my brother-in-law. And so we went to breakfast for Father's Day. And, you know, he's a father. He's a dog father, right? My husband's a dog father. And then, of course, that's their father. And then I got to use this juice glass and like decanter thing, which is funny because, again, who would have thought that I would ever find a reason to use that? But it's breakfast. And so, but I like how that turned out. I stenciled some texture paste through here. It says, "It's no bad thing to celebrate a simple life." And we're all just at breakfast. So yeah, that is the layouts that I've done. Most of I've been a little lacking on sharing, so I want to say this is probably the last 4 or 5 months that that these are from. And because I even forgot that in August was the cut files. I didn't get to finish those, so I'm still going to be doing some of those cut files because I love them all and I want to do layouts with them. Sometimes I can't keep up with a layout a day, and then of course it's been crazy these last few months at work and life, and so anyways, I still have those cut files to do, and I will be working on those as well as I continue to do my Scrap Lift Crafternoons, the Iron Crafter challenges, and all that jazz. And so again, thank you to everyone that has liked and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit those buttons below. And then if you want to comment or I appreciate that. Subscribe, all that good stuff. I reached my 1,000 subscribers actually for my birthday, which is fun. So I appreciate all of you, and I love interacting with all of you guys. So thank you. And I hope that everyone has a great day. Bye.